Things weak men do that strong men never do. There's a quiet difference in the world, a gap that doesn't show up on resumes, bank statements, or gym membership cards. It hides in the way a man carries himself when nobody's watching. It slips through his tone, his decisions, and how he reacts when the universe throws a brick through his window at 3 in the morning. And if you pay attention long enough, you start to notice a pattern. Weak men keep doing the same things over and over again, hoping life stops treating them like a chew toy, while strong men seem to operate on an entirely different software version of masculinity. And no, it's not about muscles, money, or having a jawline sharp enough to slice a watermelon at 50 yards. It's psychological, it's deeply behavioral. And once you learn the difference, you can't unsee it. Weak men love to outsource their power like it's on clearance. They wait for permission to exist, permission to speak, permission to take action. Their self-worth has a landlord, and that landlord is anyone whose opinion they desperately want. Meanwhile, strong men know that waiting for someone else to validate you is like waiting for your cat to file your taxes. You'll be waiting forever, and the result will still be disappointing. Strong men don't ask the world how to feel, they decide. They take responsibility for their emotional thermostat, even when life feels like a broken air conditioner stuck on chaos. Weak men run from discomfort like it's radioactive. They flee from conflict, avoid difficult conversations, and sprint away from anything that threatens their fragile little bubble. But here's the twist. The things they avoid are exactly the things that would make them stronger if they faced them. Strong men don't enjoy discomfort. They're not out here sipping stress like fine wine. But they don't crumble under it either. They endure it, learn from it, and build resilience the way most people build excuses. Weak men can't say no because they think saying no makes them a villain. They'll bend, twist, shrink, compromise, and contort themselves into a pretzel with low self-esteem just to avoid disappointing anyone. But strong men understand that no is not a weapon. It's a boundary. And boundaries are what separate adults from doormats. When a strong man says no, he says it with quiet conviction, not fear. He knows no is not rude, it's clarity with a backbone. Weak men love blaming the universe for everything. Their boss is the problem. Their ex is the problem. The economy is the problem. Mercury being in retrograde is probably the problem. They treat responsibility like a hot potato. Gotta throw it to someone else before it burns their hands, strong men? They hold the potato. They take accountability even when it stings, even when it's embarrassing, even when it means admitting they messed up big time, because they know that responsibility is the price of having control over your own life. Weak men give up control to protect their ego. Strong men give up their ego to gain control. Weak men speak loudly but say nothing. They exaggerate their achievements, inflate their stories, and sprinkle their sentences with bravado like it's Parmesan cheese on pasta. But strong men don't need to announce their strength. They are their strength. You hear it in how calmly they talk. You see it in the way they don't panic during chaos. Silence is their flex. Composure is their currency. Threats and theatrics are for men who have no internal anchor, so they compensate with noise. Weak men obsess over being liked. They shape-shift depending on who's in the room. They're one person on Monday, a different person on Friday, and a completely different species when they're trying to impress someone. Strong men know that authenticity is magnetic, and trying to be everything to everyone makes you nothing to yourself. They'd rather be respected by a few than adored by a crowd for pretending weak men avoid making decisions. They stall, hesitate, overthink, procrastinate, and marinate in indecision, like commitment is their mortal enemy. Strong men choose. They decide. They know action beats perfection every single time. They understand that leadership isn't about always being right. It's about being willing to move forward even when the path isn't guaranteed. Weak men let fear run their schedule. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of judgment. Fear drives the car. They just sit in the passenger seat, clutching the seatbelt like it's a lifeline. Strong men feel fear too. They're not immune, they're human. But they refuse to let fear be the author of their life story. They take action despite trembling hands. That's what courage is. Motion in the middle of fear. Weak men think courage is the absence of fear. Strong men know courage is learning to walk with it. Weak men bottle emotions until they explode. They confuse emotional suppression with emotional strength, which is like confusing a time bomb with self-control. Strong men communicate. They speak calmly when they're hurt and assertively when they're disrespected. They don't weaponize emotions or drown in them. They navigate them. Weak men think feelings make them weak. Strong men know ignoring feelings makes them weaker. Weak men stay in situations they hate because change scares them more than misery. They cling to toxic relationships, dead-end routines, and sinking ships because the unknown feels worse than the current disaster. Strong men choose growth over comfort. They leave when it's time to leave. They rebuild when things fall apart. They don't confuse loyalty with self-sabotage. Weak men envy other men. They compare, judge, resent, and secretly wish others would fail so they don't feel so small. Strong men admire other men, learn from them, grow with them, and compete with themselves instead of projecting their insecurities onto everyone else. Weak men tear others down. Strong men build themselves up. Weak men live in reactive mode. Everything controls them: emotions, temptations, distractions, criticism, impulses. If someone disrespects them, they explode. If someone compliments them, they melt. If someone ignores them, they spiral. Strong men respond, not react. They breathe before they speak. They think before they act. They choose their tone. They choose their timing. They choose their intention. Weak men let the world push their buttons. Strong men own the control panel. Weak men hide behind ego the way kids hide behind curtains during hide and seek, badly. Their pride is fragile, their self-image is unstable, and any small challenge threatens their identity. Strong men own their flaws. They admit when they don't know something. They ask for help when they need it. Vulnerability doesn't scare them because they aren't performing masculinity. They're living it. Weak men want shortcuts. They crave overnight success, instant validation, immediate gratification. They quit when effort doesn't pay off fast. Strong men understand the compound effect. They build slow, steady, consistently, knowing that real power grows in silence before it shows in public. Weak men chase people. Strong men attract people. Weak men try to win love with effort instead of value. Strong men know attraction is created through character, not desperation. Weak men try to be impressive. Strong men try to be better. And here's the final quiet truth. Weak men hope someone will come save them. Strong men save themselves. They become their own mentor, their own coach, their own motivator. They don't wait for the world to hand them strength. They create it brick by brick, habit by habit, choice by choice. until one day they look in the mirror and barely recognize the man staring back, because he's everything they once thought they couldn't become and everything they refuse to give up on. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think truly separates strong men from weak men? Do you agree with what I said, or do you see it differently? Drop your thoughts below. I'm reading every single comment.